Hey guys, it's
Tick.
and Tech.
Welcome back to The Last of Us
That was
Remastered.
intense.
Yeah. We're gonna beat this game lickety split. We're gonna go for a swim in the ocean.
I'm just looking around for stuff.
Swim in the ocean.
Swimming in the ocean.
Swimming in the ocean.
Hey, maybe we can find something in the
I feel like I've asked you this before in an episode, but I'm gonna do it again.
Do it.
If you got to choose a superpower, right, and it can be pretty much anything, what would it be?
Okay, are we thinking like best possible superpower, or are we just thinking for funsies?
Either one. Think however you want. It's up to you. It's your superpower.
Because like obviously one of the best superpowers ever is the power of adaptation. Instantaneous adaptation.
That is really good too. Like Darwin from X-Men.
Yeah, basically,
Thought you were gonna say Amazing
somebody's gonna stab me. I'm now impervious to blades.
Right.
Hold on. This
Or
begs
you
the question,
regenerate incredibly quickly.
Yes.
Is the adaptation like? Here's the thing. If somebody stabbed you in the head, could you still die before you?
No, it's
adapted?
No.
instant adaptation.
That's the
The moment the
quantifier.
blade pierces your head, I'm immune.
The moment it touches my skull, my body immediately becomes impervious to it.
That's insane.
So you might nick me.
Or
But then you'll
alternatively,
immediately-
you get an insane regen
begs the
factor
question.
or whatever.
Yeah.
So
like-
instant adaptation. I'm assuming to anything that harms you, right?
Yes.
So what happens if you eat food then, and all of a sudden that food gives you food poisoning? So your body's like, oh, food is a threat, and so you just you can't eat anymore.
See, the reason you get food poisoning is because your body's fighting off the food that is a problem.
It's a specific bacteria in food, though.
Yes. And so basically what actually happened was my body would sense the bacteria
Okay,
that's harmful
That specific bacteria.
and then immediately become impervious to it. So no, I would never even get the food poisoning
Yeah.
because it would immediately recognize the danger and nullify it.
Super powerful.
Exactly. So and then like and there's no limits. So
Yeah.
I get sent out into space. My body loses the ability to hold itself together, and I can't breathe. Well, I suddenly can do both of those things.
Yeah. That's a very, very good one.
Yeah.
One that matches both of the requirements you asked for funsies and just for having a good power.
Yep.
Is the ability to manipulate probability.
Yep. The probability one's always a
Fucking
win.
Amazing.
The probability that I have just found a way to defeat you is now 100%.
Exactly.
Now, I think it would be a hard clash between that one and my ability.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Can
It'd be a hard clash.
Well, because the theory is you can't adapt to probability. Because probability is anything.
But
Like,
the probability
I-
that me being able to kill him with anything pretty much is incredibly low, no matter what I
Well,
do.
if it's instant adaptation, I think all you could really do
Is drop him on the sun.
No, I was gonna say just get him in space, just get away from anything, because then he'll just be away forever. It's like, oh, he's immune to space, but he can't do anything.
He'd be immune to the sun as well, but he
Yeah.
can't get back, so it doesn't
That's-
matter.
That is the,
Well,
that's
that's
the
he
idea.
will drift through space forever.
I
and
think
no
the
one
idea,
can-
though, is that instant adaptation would easily outlast probability. And the reason I say that is because, well, yes, if you got me into space and you just jettison me in a direction, right? I will never die.
Yeah,
I will
but-
live in that, floating in that direction until I eventually hit something.
Right.
Or he hit nothing and just never come back.
I mean,
The
I'll hit something.
The probability that he will ever hit something is 0.
Exactly.
You just can't.
Okay, that's the question.
There
alright?
are
Do you-
a lot of
Do
things.
you control the probability of things, or are you incredibly lucky? Because there's a difference.
I'm not saying
Oh,
I
like
have
domino.
Domino's power. I'm saying I can control probability.
Okay, well then
That
you
is
win
what I'm saying.
immediately.
Exactly.
And the reason I say it wouldn't be a hard clash now is because you literally just say, okay, the probability that I lose, that
Your power fails.
your power's gone, it just leaves your body, is 100%. It's now just not even there.
Yeah.
So you don't adapt to anything anymore.
So, but that's a very, very good one. And with it, pretty much every other power in existence is at your disposal.
Well, yes,
Like
because the
even
probability
the
that you'll
adaptation,
gain anything.
the other one I always say is the ability to learn through observation.
Right. Yeah.
Without limits. I always add that qualifier because then suddenly I can throw the Kamehameha wave or whatever.
Right. You could go Super Saiyan without having to have died a bunch of times.
or train to get to that point.
Yeah, you just
or
do it.
anything. Like I can now just do that.
But
thing.
at the same time, you wouldn't need to.
Exactly.
Because, and the reason I say that is because the probability that you just suddenly die, 100%. You just die.
You have a heart attack.
That's it.
Right.
Yeah.
So you would only you would only learn those abilities for fun.
Exactly.
Literally just because, oh, I want to fly.
Or the ability of yes.
Yes.
Yeah. So anything I want is just a thing because I said yes.
So same thing as probability.
Yeah, except for far more potent.
How so?
Because it's like, oh, there's no like, oh, I changed the probability of this. It's now, that's it.
Well, it's basically the same thing.
Again, a little more potent. Well, with the ability of yes, I think it would win against probability manipulation.
But like,
Easily.
why though?
Because
What?
there is no time between the yes happening and the probability going off.
Well, I think
Right,
the
there's
probability
no
thing's the same
time.
thing. So like, I think they're both just as quick as each other, because
See, I feel differently about that.
well,
Just
because
because
you're saying yes, like so, like I want this thing, right? Well, the probability guy would also be like, I want this thing, but they would just say it in a slightly different way, as in like, you suddenly don't have powers, because they don't have to specifically state, oh, because of probability, you suddenly don't have powers. They could just be like, you don't have powers now, because I wanted the probability of you not to
Right.
suddenly be 100%.
there's lots of different weird stuff.
So that's why I feel like they're basically the same thing, because they just achieve whatever goal you want instantaneously.
Yeah, they're very, very similar, I think. Again, I personally just think it would be a little different
No.
than the probability thing.
Ooh, the question though is, do you have passive probability, or do you have to think
Oh,
about it?
like the
Right.
probability that anything will harm you is 0%.
Yeah.
Like you can just keep it going constantly.
Or like, do you have to only say it once?
Yeah.
Or if you never thought
have
to
to
say it
refresh
in
it.
the first place, could someone just shoot you dead?
Oh yeah, like
Right.
Because
like,
you didn't know they were there.
Yeah, there's a loophole basically.
Like, if you never thought to make
Yeah,
yourself
like
impervious.
if Lady Nagant showed up and sniped me from way further
Yeah.
than actually possible.
Like I'm immune to like somebody killing me, but like you're not immune. Like you were thinking of people when you said that, not like dogs. So a dog could just rip your face off. If you didn't see
Yeah, so
it.
there's a difference between passive and you know,
Active.
active.
Yeah.
So like, because like you could make a passive probability, but you would have to think of it and then make it happen.
Right.
Versus passive would do it automatically.
I'm thinking like you have to control it to some degree. So if you were to say I'm impervious to any type of attack,
Against
hidden or otherwise, right? Then like
the probability
you're
of that
good
happening is zero.
forever now.
Yeah, like it's done.
Right.
You're now impervious unless you state otherwise. Like you say,
yeah,
oh,
unless
now
you turn it off.
Yeah, like, oh,
which,
now there's
like,
a
you're not gonna.
97% chance I can
Right.
not get killed. So there's a 3% chance you will die. Some shit like that. Which I don't know why you would, but there you
Exactly. Like, that's what I'm thinking. Is like you have to turn it off, otherwise it is on forever now.
go. Okay.
And like,
But no passive. So, like, if you just straight up don't say that, and somebody gets the jump on you,
That's it.
right.
You're
That's
done.
different.
You're done. They
Yeah.
actually managed to kill you.
Mhm.
But the moment you say it once, you're good forever.
Mhm.
The one and only opportunity to defeat you has been removed.
Yeah. That's what I'm thinking.
Yeah.
Is you do have to control it, but after it's been controlled,
It's
that's
that way
it.
forever.
Yeah, it's over for everybody else.
That's wild.
Exactly. Like,
like-
it's a very, very extreme power.
Yeah, I like
That's
the idea of the
ridiculously broken.
of the instant adaptation one. Like, obviously it loses to that one, but
Everything loses to that one,
Yeah,
so
exactly.
it doesn't even matter.
but I think it's funny because, like, my thought is you don't have control over it. So, whatever your body decides is the best adaptation to make is the adaptation you get. So
It's kind of like dealing with the Omnitrix early for Ben 10.
yeah, so like if you were falling out of a plane and you were gonna hit the ground and die of fall damage, right? Your body could either allow you to fly or allow you to be so incredibly dense that you would not suffer any damage,
Or
make your whatever that term is, to where you fall and whatever. So where you won't die.
Elasticity.
No, it's the one where the squirrels have. Where
Oh,
it's like,
your
oh.
terminal velocity.
Yeah, your
you can
terminal
survive
velocity.
your terminal velocity.
yeah, you can survive your terminal.
Or make your elasticity so much that you bounce when you hit and just don't receive any damage at all.
Exactly.
Like,
so,
there are many options,
Yeah.
and you just have to deal with whatever you get.
Yeah, so you
Yeah.
get whatever you get, because after you get it, you will now always use that to survive that scenario.
Right.
So, I mean, obviously, either way, you're going to survive, but others can be helpful in more situations, like the ability to fly. Suddenly, now you can fly.
Yeah,
But-
and it's uncontrolled and random,
Yeah,
so it's just gonna sort of happen.
yeah, you're just going
Like-
to get it.
Yeah. Whatever happens, essentially, is the idea.
Yeah, and I mean, like, getting the hardest steel feel, like, to where you're just impervious to physical damage, can be achieved in many ways.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
But, like, the ability to fly in that scenario would not be easy to get, because, like, your body could just decide to achieve the goal in a different way.
Right.
So, like, if you're underwater, right, you can't breathe. Your body can either give you gills, or
Make you incredibly buoyant.
or mean that you don't even need oxygen to survive anymore.
Right.
You'll never know. I mean, you'll know when it happens, but you won't know beforehand.
Yeah. And, like, that combined with the probability one with, like, limits, basically,
Yeah.
you could change which one you're gonna get.
Yeah.
So instead of, like, I can change probability without any limits, it's like, I can change probability within reason.
Yeah.
Right? And so it now becomes, like, I change it so I get this specific power in this specific circumstance. Right.
Yeah, and then, like, with reason, you couldn't steal someone else. You couldn't, like, take away someone else's powers.
Right.
You'd only be able to make it so they can't hurt you. Like, they would always miss or something.
The
There's a bunch of
probability that you're a pacifist is now 100%.
Or, yeah, basically.
Or that
Yeah,
you
but that's
love
not
me.
within reason.
Yeah, that's not within reason. You're changing their existence, but with reason is, like, you can't hit me because you're always going to miss.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like fighting the god of foresight in Ragnarok.
Right.
Oh, except he lost.
Well,
Well,
that's
that's
the
the
point.
point.
Is that you can be defeated, but it's
the
hard.
difference was, like, he literally just could not keep up with the person in question that was trying to beat him.
Well, no, he could. He couldn't keep up with the amount of information being processed. And,
Yeah.
like, just the external factors. He couldn't
Gosh,
keep up
then
with.
the only way to make you a real threat, really, is, like, the moment you get the power, you can just be killed instantly. But the longer the longer you're alive, the more stuff you can just think up and make yourself immune to.
Yeah.
Like, it's really a time game. The longer that you exist, the more time you have to make yourself immune to every threat you could possibly conceive of. And the only real danger at that point is if you forgot something. And nobody theoretically will know what you've made yourself immune to.
Yeah.
So it's like, oh, freaking, I thought of this, and this, and this, and this. And the advantage is you could use broad categorizations. Like, I'm immune to people assaulting me with gas, or I'm immune to poison, or I'm immune to this. Like, just using huge, just shotgunning entire topics.
Yeah, but that's also where having the control over whatever with reason comes
Yeah, because you
makes things more difficult, because you can't just be something. When the comparison between having the active ability and the passive ability become like, okay, now it's a real question,
yeah.
because passive means you're just basically protected all the time without
Yeah.
thinking about it, but you have no control over, like, making certain things happen. Versus active, you have no passive ability, but you can make anything you want basically happen.
Yeah, and so, like, with the active, it's just like, I'm impervious to everything.
Yeah,
That's it. That's it.
but
like,
within reason is
Right.
when it changes the power. Because
Exactly.
when you have without
and
limits.
so, like, you have to be able to, like, during a fight, think of something.
yeah,
it's
or
not
within
like-
reason is like, you make yourself impervious to gunshots. Okay, but how though? Because
right, you
I-
make their ability to hit you incredibly
Yeah,
low or
'cause you're-
0
yeah, you-
even.
yeah, so,
but
like, the idea
they
is-
have to be using a gun against you,
They
and
use
it's
a bow.
only against this one person.
Yeah.
Right,
So the
like-
idea would be that like maybe your skin isn't impervious to bullets, but every time someone shoots you, something gets in the way
Oh,
or
like
makes
a
it not
bird,
happen.
like a
Right.
bird just flies in front of the pistol shot and
Yeah.
Yeah.
explodes.
Stuff like that, or like every time someone pulls a trigger on you, the bullet's a dud, or the gun jams,
Yeah.
something like that, where you yourself are not any physically stronger.
Yeah.
Versus without limits, yeah, your skin is as hard as fucking titanium.
Or just straight up, like, nothing can ever harm me.
Exactly.
Is just as good because it's like, yeah, what are you gonna do against somebody who literally physically cannot be hit by a bullet?
Yeah, pretty
Ever.
much.
Like, straight up.
It's freaking crazy.
Damn cool. That was me. I must have triggered some kind of safety game or something. Let me see if we can lift this.
So, this is awkward.
Well, it says it's out for delivery.
Clickers.
Oh, is it? Yep. As of 1 minute ago.
Yep,
So yeah, we're probably fine.
that's fine.
Because even like when they get here faster, it's 15 minutes. So, and I gave the money to Grandma. Told her to keep an eye out. Maybe we'll do it.
Ah,
So,
do you usually get like the same person?
no. We did for a little bit there, but he works somewhere else.
Ah, makes sense.
Alright, come on, kid. See if we can find a way out of here, yeah?
Freaking.
Find a way out. Escape. Get out of here.
I think the last time I brought up this particular question for Connor's like, I don't think anybody could process that much information. Like, that doesn't matter. That's not the point of the question.
I'm pretty sure I did in fact say that.
Exactly. He's boring, is what I'm getting at. Fucking, he doesn't want to have these actually fun conversations.
Because normally they're crazy. Like the to consider it is madness.
That's the point, though. Is like, the point isn't like, oh, this will ever happen. It's like, oh, here's a fun theoretical.
Just everything works out, so this makes sense.
Yeah. Like, it's not about anything else. It's
Just
just.
like it makes sense in universe,
Yeah.
like magic.
Fucking.
Oh, you're done.
No. Oops.
Nice.
I forgot I had not a gun equipped.
Shot him with a bow.
Well, one more clicker.
No, your insta
Yes.
kills. Your insta kills, Brayden. Is your card associated with your Pizza Hut account?
Yeah.
Cool. I'm gonna start ordering Pizza Hut all the time.
I got your information.
I've got your app.
I mean, while that is true, don't. Like, really that simple.
What are you gonna do? Stop me?
Well, fist fight you if you spend the money. I think you know how this will go.
No. And you'll come up with your fists, and I'll have my gun.
Yeah, because you have a gun.
I can have a gun.
You could.
If I started stealing money from you, I might have a gun at that point.
I was about to say, I don't think you need to steal his money to buy a gun. Like, I think you just go get one. I mean, you can't just get it, but like, I'm sure you will pass the background checks.
Nah. I have an insane criminal record that you guys don't know about. Since a while ago.
And what do you,
I don't feel like talking about
what
it.
do your crimes normally amount to?
Petty theft.
No.
From the school?
Extreme mass genocide.
Petty
Okay, I
assault.
feel like those aren't petty crimes.
I never said it was petty. Braden said it was
I did. I did say it was
I
petty.
think you should have not said that.
I'm gonna do what I gotta do.
You didn't have to kill us from cemetery.
I didn't kill you.
What the freaking? Where did you even come from? Stop it. Oh.
Is that a clicker? That is a-
Clickety, clickety, clackety.
Oh, fuck.
You
I
just get,
mistimed my swing and got eaten.
Did you just get clickety clackety shit on?
I got clickety clackety eated.
I was gonna say, did you say eaten?
Like
Like eat with an N? E-E-N?
Incoming can crack.
Oh no! Not crack.
Cancel it.
Not the crack of a can.
Can a crack? Can a can crack?
Can crack can.
How much wood can a woodchuck chuck before a woodchuck can't chuck wood?
Three?
Hello, Flandings.
Hello there. Don't get touched. Don't touch me. I said don't fucking touch me.
That's one down.
Just want to see what happens.
That's the one right there.
So this is why he
Jeez,
doesn't-
I was afraid for my lifing.
So this is why he doesn't want people touching you.
Basically.
There's the guy that killed me. Weird.
That's the man over there.
And he's
Come on,
dead.
dickheads. Let go, dickheads.
Shot straight
There's
through
5
his
of them.
brain.
They're not coming at me though.
Why the hell not?
I don't know.
Because of aggressive marketing tactics.
Time to fight. Time to fight.
Gosh, that felt good. Revenge is best served.
Lukewarm.
No, it doesn't really matter.
Like-
It's revenge.
like
It's
molasses.
best served cold.
It doesn't really matter how it's served. As long as you serve it.
What are you gonna do? Make me?
Try.
Yeah, I'd like to see that.
It's probably
It's an infected. How did this happen? Who did this?
Who done it?
Who done it?
Unironically, one of my favorite board games is Clue.
Tuh. Ha, puh.
Clue is such a good game, dude.
Puh, tuh. It puh. Terrible.
I
Puh.
spit on you.
I spit on you and your beliefs. It puh.
Dishonor on you, dishonor on your family, dishonor on your cow.
Not the right cow.
That's a classic Disney quote.
You're a classic Disney quote.
Fucking Mushu, dude.
Ah!
Fuck you,
Wait.
bitch
How
ass.
could you? No.
Dun 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 dun.
Ah. Dun-dun-dun.
Oh,
Dun,
okay.
dun, dun, dun.
I should have used the extinguisher.
Stop that.
Why?
Dude. Cut that out.
Fuck you, pussy. Bam.
You're fucking their pussy?
No, not yet.
It could be.
Jeez, why are there so fucking many of these dickheads?
Why do they keep touching you?
It's the zombie apocalypse, bro. It'd be weird if there wasn't zombies.
There's just a lot of them and they're annoying.
Why do you think humanity lived up? It's because there was no water zombies.
Because there were a lot of them.
You think we would have lost if there was only a couple of them?
I mean,
We
maybe.
would have lost if we were fighting like 5 zombies.
I mean, maybe.
You
No.
had one job, you bitch.
I did it.
You good?
Now I got a baseball bat.
You had a bat made of a baseball?
Yeah, I have a bat made of baseballs.
You could.
Dude, fucking Charlotte was such a good anime.
It was a solid.
It was a solid,
It was a solid.
not a liquid.
It was definitely not viscous at all.
Definitely not a gaseous.
Nope. It was a solid.
This is why nobody likes us.
It wasn't me. I was forced into it.
Dude, petty science jokes are great though. Like honestly,
True. Too true.
toodaloo.
There were a lot of them here.
Tood your who?
People. And it looks like
Hip hip. Hip hip
I
hip.
spit on you.
I spit on you and your family.
Spit on myself.
That's weird.
That's kinky.
If
So up and delivered yet? Oh my god. But it's like the time? No, it's not.
It's
5
the
minutes.
time.
That lines up perfectly with our video.
Yep.
You know, fun fact about this tank. This tank might actually be more dangerous if I come at them with the engine first.
If you come at them?
Well, look, because right here you have the front of the tank, right? And you got the machine guns, you got the turret with the cannon, and then all of this highly explosive ammunition. But if you come at them with the back of the tank first, all they can hit is the engine and the transmission and the radiator. But
True.
those will not kill you if they're hit, in theory.
In theory.
Also, fun fact, if you take less ammo, these ammo racks will be deployed. I'm taking the maximum amount of shells I can in this tank. But if you take only 5 shells, there will only be 5 shells in here. And so there
Then
will
you only have 5 shots.
Yes. Well, here's the thing. If you sit on a point, you can replenish your ammo.
How?
You just sit on. There are 3 objectives that you have to conquer and hold, and your enemy can take them, and then you can take them back. But the point is to hold them and earn victory points. If you sit on a point that has been captured by you and your team, you can replenish your ammo slowly. So what you could do is only take like 10 or 20 shots, and yes, it limits how long you can actively be in the field, but most people don't actually use that many shots before they die horribly. And the less shells you have in here, the less that are likely to get hit and explode.
Fair enough.
So there is actually a benefit to taking like not your maximum ammo capacity. It's the less shots are in your tank, the less likely you are to die when a shot pierces your armor. Which I just realized is actually a good incentive to take.
Look at him. Oh God! Oh God! Joel, run!
Yeah, run. You're about to
Run!
die horribly. Is that Ellie?
It is Ellie. Look.
That's zombies.
Don't
They
even
can't
bother
get through the
locking
door. Yeah. It's okay. Zombies aren't smart enough to go through the others.
Right. Yeah, just break through the gate.
Okay, hold on. I'm getting a call.
Getting a phone call?
Yeah, it might be Pizza Guy. Who's me?
Alright, we're back.
Yeah. Sorry, Pizza Guy was here.
Yeah, he got lost.
Yeah, which makes sense. We live out in the middle of I live out in the middle of bumfuck nowhere.
Yeah. Did you put the address in Pizza Hut as 1577?
No.
Okay. 'Cause I heard he mentioned that.
Yeah, no, he mentioned it because that's the only number he could see.
Fair enough.
So,
Fair enough.
yeah, which is
I share
totally
that
fair.
sympathy.
Yeah,
Because
no.
that was my first experience when I tried to come over here back in middle school.
Yeah, and
Was-
I told you 1577 because I'm like, it's the only number you can see effectively, and like it's the
Oh,
only number you can see
and
good.
then-
and so I told you that.
And then you said that the house I'm actually in is across the way, which is very misleading.
Oh yeah,
because
no, it's
you're
the way
right
I
next to it.
Talk. The way I talk is silly sometimes.
It's like they're not facing each other.
Nope.
They're right next to each other. So I was like,
Yeah, no, that's totally fair.
And then you weren't there, which didn't
Yeah, I know.
help
I wasn't
either.
even home because I had to go somewhere with grandma or something.
Yeah, so you
So-
it wasn't even. I
Yeah,
couldn't even like
lots of
ask you to
problems.
come outside and help me find your house. It was a silly.
Yeah,
God, that food smells good.
it really does. I'm using a lot of my resources to get through here.
Why?
I'm also not using any resources because they were just instantly replenished.
How silly.
Oh, there's a click clacker. A
Ah!
clickety clacker.
Oh,
fuck
no.
you.
Oh, he got the jump on you.
Oh, fuck you, Gabe. Seriously, just fucking hit him.
No.
Jesus.
Just angry because all they hear is voice. My ears.
You've angered
I
them.
can hear nothing but sound for 24/7 power.
Let's go.
Bang.
The track.
Fresh air. Look at this.
Oh, are you fucking kidding me? Thanks for the warning on either bad guys.
So where's this tower?
So silly.
Would you like
We're
Thomas?
close.
Huh?
Would you like for him?
So come on, let's go.
What are these? The boneless wings?
Yes. As much as I might eat a normal, or get them out of my own food,
Why?
because freaking bone-in are harder to eat.
Oh.
I also find that they're harder to cook properly. Like I cooked some, fried some in oil,
Bone-in
Couple days ago?
sucks.
and
Yeah.
I'm like, oh look, like I got it all nice and crispy, it was so good. Like, awesome. I start eating one of them, and I get to like the inside, and there's like just a pool of blood in it, and the meat all looks pretty well cooked, but there's just a pool of blood in the middle. I'm like, should have poked a bunch of holes in it.
Shoulda.
Should have just
Yep.
taken a knife.
Shoulda, coulda, woulda.
All right. Well, if you enjoyed the video, consider liking and subscribing.
Definitely go check out our other content.
Until next time, peace out.
Bye bye.